Hi, in the next few minutes, we will learn how to manage multiple workbooks in Excel. In a previous recording, I showed you how to manage multiple worksheets within the same workbook, but in this recording, we will learn how to manage multiple workbooks. As you can see, we have 4 workbooks. In the previous recording, we worked on the Jackson file, and in this recording, we have 3 different locations. So this is basically a business that has 3 different sites. We will collect the data from these 3 sites and place them in the UC totals file. So we need to open all 4 workbooks. So let's open Jackson first. Okay, so this is Jackson's file. And this is the file we worked on in the previous recording. And let's open Flint, which is the other location in the business. Enable editing, and we want to be in the summary sheet. And also, we will open a Pitoski file. And so we need to go to the summary sheet. So if you go to the View tab in any of these workbooks, and you click on Switch Windows, you see the 3 files that we opened. So if I want to go to Jackson, I can simply click on Jackson. And finally, we also want to open the UC totals file, which is the destination file. So these are 3 source files that will be feeding this destination file. So open UC totals. Enable editing. And you see what it says here, that we will be compiling rental income data for all of the Rivery's urban centers. So if you go to summary sheet, you see it says all locations. So we have 4 files open. We have UC totals, Petoskey, Flint, and Jackson. So now we will manage multiple workbooks. We will generate a report for multiple workbooks. So from the 3 different workbooks, we will add up the values from there and place it here in this destination file. To make things easier on me to be able to see all workbooks at the same time, you can go to the View tab, click on Arrange All, and we want to arrange all our Excel files in a tiled format. If you've seen tiled floors before, you know what I'm talking about. And we click on OK. And look how amazing this feature is in Excel. So we have we're looking at 4 different workbooks at the same time. To make things easier on me, I will zoom out to 100% in each one of these workbooks. I will also collapse the ribbon. So auto hide ribbon, or actually let's collapse the form, this here, the ribbon from this portion. So we just see the tabs. And you see we have Jackson's location, Flint, and Petoskey. The order doesn't matter. You can have it in whatever order you want as long as you have these 3 files. And so I need to add up basically this value from the summary sheet from this file plus this value plus this value and put the result here in the UC totals file. So you can simply do a simple addition. So equals, you click on B6 from this summary sheet in this file, plus B6 from this file, plus B6 from this file. And we hit enter. So 44,263 is the total for childcare centers Q1 in all of these 3 locations. Now we also need to do the same thing for the other quarters, the other rental types. Okay, and finally we'll add up the values for Q4. Doing simple addition. Perfect. So we have the values that we're interested in. Now, one question that one person may have is, what if I update one of the values in the source file? So remember, 1, 2, 3, these are 3 source files feeding this destination file. So if you add one of the values here, like if I go and let's say, Q1 in the Jax's location, I add 1,000 here. So it's going to be 7,000. Notice once I hit enter, how this 44,000 will change. See that? So if your source file and destination file is open, any changes you do to the source file will immediately reflect on your destination file. And even if the files are closed, let's say your destination file is closed, and let's actually do that. If I close the destination file, yes, to save it, and we close the other files as well, and we just keep one open, like Flint. So I have Flint open, and let's say I update one of the values here. So again, let's add another 1,000 to Q1 childcare centers. So notice that the destination file is closed. I only have one file open, which is one of the source files. I added 1,000 to Q1. Control S to save my changes and close. And let's see if the changes were carried to the UC totals file. Right now you see that nothing changed, but look, once I click enable content, what's going to happen? See how it changed to 46,000. So whether you update the source files while the destination file is closed or open, these changes will take place once you enable the content. Perfect. So let's maximize UC totals, and let's show the tabs and commands. Let's also zoom in so we can see things better. Okay. And if I double click on this, you see how it looks like a scary formula, but really it's not that scary, right? All what it's saying is we're getting the value stored in B6 from the summary sheet from the Jackson file that is stored in this particular folder in my desktop, right? So if I were to copy this down, if I were to copy the formula down, is it going to work? It won't work because we're using the absolute cell reference here. And you can watch previous recordings where I discussed the difference between relative reference and an absolute reference. Okay, so to make this work, when I copy this down, I can simply remove the $ beside the row number. So backspace here, backspace, and backspace. And let's also do the same thing here. Same thing here. And same thing here. Okay, so let's try it. Let's copy this using the fill handle. And perfect, it's working. Because remember, you have to remove the $sign beside the row number to allow the row number to change. So again, this is all locations. So we have three different files: Jackson file, Flint file, Petoskey file. All of these three files feeding this one file. And so to simply add up the values here, we can select this range, hold Control, select this range, click on Auto Sum. And to make things look better, we'll apply bottom border here. We'll apply accounting number format for this range with no decimals. And we'll do comma style for this range with no decimals. So in year 2017, all locations generated this much money. And this recording showed you how to manage multiple workbooks. So you generated a report from multiple workbooks into one centralized destination file.